The objective of this lesson is to learn everything about coloring in Excel. So this lesson is divided into 3 parts. The first part is about how to color. So where should I click to color what? The second part is about picking a specific color. And the third part is about additional options for coloring a cell. So let's start. First you have the borders. So for borders, you just select your cells and then you go under home, you click here, you go down, you have two things. You have your line color, which you can select, and then you have your line style, which you can select. Now, if you select, for example, red for line color, you have this pen. So either you come with the pen and you click on each border you want to change, or you press escape and then you go back there and then you select one specific format. And as you can see, you can get this. The second thing you can color is the cell. So if you go under home, under the bucket, you can pick one of those colors. And lastly, the font. So again, if you click on your cell, you go under home, under this A, and then you can pick a font color. Now, how do we select a specific color? So I'm going to do it for just the cell color, but you can do the same thing for the border and for the font. Basically what I can do is I can click here after selecting my cell, and then either I select one of those colors or I click on more colors. More colors will give me some standard colors that I can choose from, or I can go to custom and pick my own color. So in custom, you have first option is darker or lighter shade of the color that you have already selected, or you can select another color and then do the same. If you know the RGB red, green and blue of your template, you can just put it here and then you'll get the color. So for example, I just changed the red here and then I can get this color. And then you have the hex. Hex is another system that they use for color. So in order to know the hex of a color, you can just go to the internet and you can do color hex and enter and you get some websites. So you can go here, for example, I can pick up a hex color and I can go back to my Excel and I can paste it here and click anywhere and it will give me the color. You can also convert a hex color to RGB and vice versa. You just go to the internet and there are plenty of websites that will do this. The next thing I want to show you is some additional options for coloring for the cell. That applies only for the cell. So you could go to home and you can click here on this arrow, and then here you have basically the same coloring options that you have for borders, for font, etc. This is font. This is the same menu that you have for font. Then you have border. Again, you have the same menu for the color, and you have fill. You have the same menu for fill. But for fill, which is the cell color, you have two additional options. You have the pattern color and style. So for example, I can select this pattern and say OK. And as you can see, the cell color has changed to this pattern. The other thing I could do is I go to fill and I have fill effect. Fill effect here has two colors. So for example, I have white and blue. I can select red. And then it will fill the cell in this way. So I can select a horizontal stripe, a vertical stripe, and so on. Let's select this one and say OK. And as you can see, the cell color is now with a vertical stripe.